What if I told you technology really isn't as good for us as we all think that it might be? Despite all of the good that comes from developing technology, there are still many consequences from overusing it as well. I love and utilize technology just as much as the next person, but I do think that there is too much of a relevancy to it in people's lives as there should be. I've seen firsthand the consequences that come from technology, and many others have too, maybe just not realizing it. This should be a wake-up call for all of us that technology is consuming far too much of our lives than it should be. Between social media, video games, smartphones, computers, TV, etc., technology has its pros but also has its cons, which can sometimes outweigh the good. An excessive amount of technology can lead to lack of social skills, emotional or social wellness, physical health, and basic knowledge people have for everyday life situations. The impacts and outcomes from these can be very consequential, leading to devastating outcomes. The first main point that I have is that it impacts social skills and face-to-face communication. The more screen time that a person has, the less face-to-face time that person has as well. This is crucial for developing social skills in younger kids especially. Not being able to practice social skills can impact leadership skills, expression of emotions, lack of empathy, reasoning and resolution of conflicts, and communication. This can be common within or outside of the classroom as well. When teachers try to incorporate technology more into their teachings, their classroom is being limited from social aspects of school as well. Lacking social skills can also lead to lacking the ability to sense social cues, which are crucial to everyday life, and people as well as communication altogether. Along with face-to-face communication comes the development of relationships as well. Have you ever seen the eHarmony commercials and wondered if the people on TV screen are accurately represent the majority of those who use the technology for dating? The technology used to meet people can also lead to multitudes of danger. I've heard so many stories of people whose first date didn't go quite as they planned. It ends up very dangerous, sometimes in death. Mostly, this applies to younger generations who use the app Tinder, which is completely not secure. This kind of social isolation can lead to consequences emotionally. Lacking the ability to communicate with others can lead to an excessive use of technology that doesn't much help at all. No social skills can lead to social isolation, depression, and/or anxiety in social situations, and especially while alone. Technology of these issues would then act as a therapy, which doesn't help either, so it further develops their issues. Another reason why I think technology is consuming way too much of our life is it reduces basic knowledge in people. Having a smartphone device on hand leads to people not needing to know basic math, surroundings, history, etc., because they have the internet and almost every possible answer they need right at their fingertips. Or you could easily go, "Hey Siri, what's this?" Robots are the future, and in this case, it is projected by 2030 that they could take a third of our jobs. Technology is now outsmarting most people and reducing the need for human jobs. Overall, technology is not good for your physical health either. Having technology around can make for a very lazy person. I know this personally because a lot of times I'll just waste my whole day away watching TV. Technology, such as computers, video games, smartphones, TV, etc., are easy to get carried away with and end up consuming a whole day. We all know that getting outside, fresh air, and moving around is one of the simplest ways to stay healthy. While sitting in a chair all day, you aren't getting that. Studies have shown that lack of movement and just sitting down all day can lead to some serious health issues. Especially if you were staring at a screen all day and adding that into the mix, it could add a whole lot more. In conclusion, I hope that some of these points help make the consequences from too much technology more apparent to you. While social media does have its pros and the lack of social skills, emotional or social wellness, physical health, and basic knowledge that comes from all of this seems to be far more important to me than not for the most part. If I asked you again after hearing this speech, what if I told you technology really isn't as good for us as we all think it might be? What would your answer be now? Would it still be in disbelief that anything can really be bad from technology, or would you think twice about it? Thank you.